Action News Now Storm Tracker weather. Coverage you can count on.
Hazy and warm as we look out over the Susanville area where the Dixie Fire continues to impact the air quality.
Chief Meteorologist Jason Stiff is tracking conditions around that fire. Jason, we know the fire stopped short of reaching Susanville. Is the wind working in favor of keeping it that way?
Yeah, for the most part, it is still a north to south wind, which is favorable for Susanville because most of that fire is still out to the west of Susanville. But with that north to south airflow, it means a lot more smoke to areas that haven't had as much smoke, specifically much of the valley as well as our foothills. Looking at our air quality right now, we're still in the hazardous category, over 300 AQI, the air quality index around Weaverville. It's improved a little bit around Redding. Yesterday we had visibility less than 2 miles around Redding during the evening hours. It's up over 5 miles now, but we're still in the moderate to unhealthy for sensitive groups for both Shasta and Tehama counties. Unfortunately for Butte County, as you know, if you live around Chico or Oroville, it is much worse air quality today. We have very unhealthy air quality for the Ridge, unhealthy for everyone in the lower elevations of Butte County, and unfortunately it does not look like that's going to improve anytime soon. I'm going to have your smoke tracker forecast coming up in just a minute or two, but we have our red flag warning out still until 11 o'clock tomorrow morning for all valley and foothill locations. We've had wind gusts between 25 and 35 miles an hour. We'll have the potential of that continuing through 11 o'clock tomorrow, and the humidity is really low, 7 to 15%, some places a little bit less than that. Currently triple digits for almost everyone in the valley, 80s and 90s for the higher elevations. Paradise is 92, it's 100 despite all that smoke in the air in Chico, 103 in Redding, and 104 degrees in Red Bluff compared to yesterday. And despite all that smoke, most places 1 to 7 degrees warmer than just 24 hours ago. We hardly have any clouds over the entire region. It's all haze and smoke, and we can see what's going to happen next 48 hours with FUTURECAST. Don't expect any actual clouds, and there's a good chance we won't have any real clouds through the end of next week. But the problem is we have all that haze and smoke in the air, and in the short term, unfortunately, that is not going anywhere. Late tonight, 11 o'clock, when we rejoin you here on Action News Now, more of the smoke pouring out of Trinity County's fires into Tehama and Shasta counties. Also plenty of smoke from the Dixie Fire pushing over much of western Plumas County into Butte County. Then tomorrow morning, and especially tomorrow afternoon, it's looking a lot redder on this map than we want it to. Unhealthy for almost everyone, and that's the way it's going to be Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, into at least Sunday morning, and a good chance for that to stay there through at least Monday morning. Now, there's a chance for the wind pattern to shift and to give the valley a break by the early part of next week, but that's still at least about 4 days away. Here's the forecast for tomorrow for the northern mountains, expecting 80s and lower 90s for highs, but still awfully smoky. The wind won't be very strong, but the air will not be very clean. For the southern Cascades and northern Sierra, more lows in the 40s tomorrow morning, highs mid to upper 80s and lower 90s. Still awfully smoky, but not quite as windy as it has been recently. For the Ridge, unfortunately, it is going to be smoky tonight through tomorrow and Sunday. Lows in the 60s and lower 70s. Highs just as high as they were today, upper 80s and lower 90s. For the valley, also another smoky night for us. Same thing for tomorrow afternoon. Lows in the mild mid to upper 60s. Highs in the hot lower 100s, just like it was today. And the Chico area also smoky tonight and smoky tomorrow. Lows in the 60s, highs 100 to 103 degrees. But fortunately, afternoon tomorrow, it won't be quite as windy. The next 7 days in Chico, we do expect a little bit of a break in that weather pattern. Cooler next week, and we'll have a chance for a little bit of blue sky, but still lots of haze and smoke in the air for the weekend. And for Redding, triple-digit heat Saturday and Sunday with lots of smoke. A gusty wind day on Tuesday could clear our air a little bit, and highs will fall into the 90s.
Thanks, Jason. Fire